Today's obituaries are brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home. Funeral services for Tressie Mae Helms, age 85, of Coleman, will be at 11 a.m. today at Coleman Heritage Funeral Home Chapel. Clyde Ledlow will officiate. Burial in Etha Baptist Cemetery. Coleman Heritage is directing. Ms. Helms passed away on Saturday. Funeral services for Thomas Lee Stevens, age 67, of Whitesburg, Georgia, formerly of Bluntsville, will be at 2 p.m. today at Holly Pond Funeral Home Chapel. The Reverend Gary Suttles officiating, with burial in Roswell Creek Cemetery in Blount County. Holly Pond Funeral Home directs. Mr. Stevens passed away on Sunday. Visitation will be noon to 2 p.m. at the funeral home. Funeral services for Miles Milburn Greer, age 87, of Coleman, will be at 2 p.m. today at Coleman Church of Christ. Del Brock officiating. The body will lie in state from 1 to 2 p.m. at the church. Moss Service is in charge. Graveside services will be at 4 p.m. tomorrow at Utica City Cemetery in Utica, Mississippi. Sidney Milson will officiate. Glenwood Funeral Home is assisting the family in Mississippi. Mr. Greer passed away yesterday. And those are our obituaries this morning, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home. Play two.
Good morning and welcome to Today on 2. If you missed the memo, today is Blue Day.
Blue Day.
Blue Day. So we're hoping that your weather outside isn't so blue. Let's go ahead and check our weather for today since we have a lot to talk about. Our weather is brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. Make the switch to Mitch. Let's take a look at our almanac for this March 5th. The average high is 63 degrees. The average low is 36. The record high in this state set back in 1938. What a lovely year. It was 80 degrees. The record low in 1960 was 9 degrees. The sunset today will be at 5:47, and tomorrow the sunrise will be at 9 minutes after 6. Let's take a look at our radar picture. You can see activity moving our direction and a little bit north of us. But let's take a look a bit closer. This is what we're really worried about. We have a little bit of green activity moving our direction, but not anything terrible. It might even be gone. Like I said, these things are just a suggestion. Let's take a forecast look for today. It's going to be cloudy with a wind advisory in effect with 80% chance of showers and thunderstorms with a high near 59. Tonight, cloudy and windy again with a 70% chance of rain and a low near 30. Tomorrow, sunny and windy again. They just need to stop with this wind situation. It just keeps going. And a high around 47. It looks like the rest of the week should be clear except for Monday. Another chance of rain.
Okay, but at least after today, I think it's going to be gone, huh? Pretty much today and tonight. So
I hope so.
That's good.
My hair can't take it.
Mine can't do it.
So let's go ahead and get what we have to talk about over with. Let's go ahead and look at, we have a bridal show that we want to talk to you about that's coming to Coleman. If you want to give us the information on that.
It's going to be on March the 10th at the Civic Center right here in Coleman. It's going to be open from 1 to 5, and the fashion show will start at 3:30. It is $7 cash at the door. You want more information, go to the website, alabamaeventgroup.com. And this is a bridal show, but if you just are having a major event and you want to get some information, there'll be all kinds of people there, caterers and event planners and photographers and florists and people like that. So it's a great opportunity for anybody, really.
See who's available and who's out there.
Yeah, and if you just like to look at pretty dresses and stuff like that, go. It's fun.
Great time killer.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Don't say there's nothing to do on
That's
Saturday.
right. That's right. Yeah.
Well, we have one more thing that we want to mention today, and it's the First United Methodist Church of Coleman is seeking a choir director, and this is a part-time director for their services. You have ability for an organ player, a musician player for rehearsals, and the music director, which has the same duties as the choir director, but with a little bit more of responsibility, as in service music. Just a little bit more variety. If you want the full details, contact the Methodist Church here in Coleman. Unfortunately, they didn't send us over a number, but just look them up in the phone book, no problem.
Okay.
Get the information. If you feel like that's something that you are going for, if that's something that is leading your direction.
That's right. And some people are very talented in that regard, and First United Methodist has a good choir and let's see, musical instruments. I'm trying to think if they have a nice big organ and all kinds of stuff.
I think it said that on the information sheet that it was a eager staff seeking, eager to help. So it's always good. So let's take a look at our Facebook friend of the day while we're kind of going through everything the list we've got to do.
And that's Matthew Bales, and Matthew likes bicycling and Alabama football. He has broken the trend. All right, there. We had all these Auburn friends, and now we've got this Alabama guy.
They're coming back out of the woods again.
Yeah, they are. But we're glad to have Matthew Bales as our Facebook friend. And if you want to be a Facebook friend, all you got to do is just go to Channel 2 Coleman and spell out the number 2 and like us on Facebook. We'd like that.
Go ahead and add us on Facebook. Maybe we'll mention you someday.
That's true.
Hey, and if you have anything you want mentioned on the show, if you have anything you want us to talk about, or if you have something just going in the community, let us know on Facebook. Well, we'll be happy to put it on and talk about it. So easy communication.
Yeah. Well, you know, we had Cindy Rorscheib on a while back to talk about the equalizer class that they do for women. It's a self-defense course and everything. She's been coming on for years. She and her sister Jennifer have been coming on for years to talk about it. And I finally took the course, and it's a two-night thing. So it was last Tuesday and then again this Tuesday. But it's 2 hours and some good information. And so if you are out there and interested in doing this, you can go tonight. It's at the Aquatic Center.
Okay.
And as soon as you walk in the door, go to the left. There are those meeting rooms kind of thing in there. And there were probably at least a dozen women there of all ages, young and older. So it's a great idea, an opportunity for all of you to kind of get some information about how to protect yourself, and they talk about how it doesn't have to be the strength or the size of the woman. It's how you react and that kind of thing.
It's a lot about attitude.
Yeah.
So don't meet Jacqueline in a dark alley. She can take care of herself.
That's right. Back off. I learned how to say back off.
Is that something they taught you? What was that move?
Back off.
Okay. Well, who's going to come visit us today?
Well, Dr. Howard Rodgers, he's here from the Baldwin Counseling Center, and it's always interesting to talk to him. And we usually, once he gets on the show, that's when we find out what he's going to talk about.
But we do know that George Spear is here, and we'll have some merchant ads and a visit from Howard Rodgers right after these commercials.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Westminster Assisted Living.
It's like 5-star hotel service.
There's a full-service beauty salon, barbershop, library, and activity rooms, private dining room for personal and family entertaining, and a skylit 2-story atrium conversation area. Westminster Assisted Living also has a memory support care unit for residents with Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia. Westminster Assisted Living. Come live with us.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Time for news and comment on a Tuesday. All right, let's see. Looks like as though that one of the latest actions by the legislature in passing this School Accountability Act is causing quite an uproar. I mentioned yesterday morning that Senator Paul Bussman says there's a lot of misinformation out there, and he assures teachers they're going to keep their tenure and those kind of things. But I'll tell you, in this morning's paper there's a big headline showing Governor Bentley, and the headline says, "Lost Trust." The way the legislature went about this and the way the Senate did it by passing it without there being hearings and people giving their input. For example, the State Board of Education president or director said that at first the bill was something he could support, but not afterwards. They interviewed in the morning Coleman Times both superintendents, Jan Harris and Billy Coleman. And they say that they're afraid the focus will come off of the public schools and go to private schools. But the bill only affects those places, those counties with failing schools. Now, Coleman County doesn't have any failing schools, so we're not affected by this. Maybe if one day we were to have, then of course it would be. Here's, in my view, and the story does not go to tell what the two superintendents are specifically concerned about regarding this act, regarding this law, and such. They don't explain that. But here is really, I believe, what's behind all this. And that is that we've become so dependent on the federal government. I mean, we've become so dependent in our lives to get money from the government that every student that attends your school, if you're a principal, your school gets so much federal money. And when that student, now this happens even between city and county here in Coleman County. When a county student wants to go to a city school, then the county system loses that money and it goes to the city. This is about money in many ways. Not all of it, but it's about money. But to me, the bigger picture, it shows how dependent we've become on the feds. And that's scary when you think about it. Look how many of us are concerned because of what's coming our way. Or I mean, some of the stories I've heard locally about people saying, well, wait a minute, I should be taken care of. I mean, I heard a man tell the story the other day. He went to the doctor, and a lady was screaming, almost screaming at the receptionist because she knew that Obamacare was supposed to take care of her. And it just gets worse, does it not? I mean, that's my view. Sorry, but that's my view. And it's, most of it, there are some concerns, and I know that about education and such. But we've become so dependent, not just education field, but others, on the government because we might lose some money. Nonetheless, police in Coleman are looking for a robbery suspect. Willoughby Roofing was robbed last week. They weren't really robbed, but they had a bunch of thievery going on. They lost, a ladder, lost welding machines, all kinds of welding tools and such as that, And so they're looking for someone who might know anything about Willoughby Roofing's robbery, and about $24,000 worth of equipment. Some of the stuff can be very expensive. NRA sponsoring the Sprint Cup Series, and right in their face. Don't you just love it whenever something like that happens? Now, I wonder how the media is going to take to this, all these liberal media folks in terms of NRA sponsoring racing and such. Lawrence County detectives investigating a suspicious death. I've always been a little bit spooked about being in Bankhead Forest at night, right? Well, County Road 84 near Bankhead Forest in Lawrence County, some hunters found a body there on the side of the road, I guess is where it says it is here. And we were talking yesterday about sinkholes. You realize that in Morgan County they have a 4-mile-long sinkhole. It's called Newsom Sinks. And it's been there for quite a while. In fact, according to one source, Hughes Cave is the very beginning of this sinkhole. It was used during the Civil War to create elements to make gunpowder. And in fact, the Union troops destroyed the place. But also they had a leather tanning operation That was used to be a profession among the old timers, you know, when it came to occupation and such, and for individuals who wanted to survive in the wilderness, and that is just to tan things, using the bark of the trees to tan their leather. And the meteorologist, Noah, wants to know if you have any pictures of what happened 20 years ago. Now, if you forgot what happened 20 years ago when it comes to weather, you have forgotten one of the biggest snows we ever had in Coleman County. They're looking for some pictures to document what happened in the snow of 93. Oh, gosh, there's like 3 or 4 feet of snow in some places out in my neck of the woods. So think about it. Stay tuned. More of Today on 2 after this.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Fire, accident, storm, they all happen in Coleman County. And for 3 generations, Night Free Insurance has been there for you. Continuing today with Elliott and Westcott Free, customizing your life, home, auto, and business insurance with auto owners. Call Westcott, Elliott, Judy, Tina, Angie, or Karen. Night Free Insurance, where people are the difference.
Now, time of the show where we give away some prizes. What do you say about that?
Sounds like a good idea. Let's try to do that.
All right, we have 2 tickets to the community concert coming up. Prima Trio is going to be at the Bailey Haynes Theater, and that's Tuesday, March the 12th. We also have 2 tickets to the bridal show March 10th at the Civic Center. We also have an assorted bag of apples, one of our regular prizes for today, and I think we have one more awkward prize. There we go. 2 tickets by Martha Burchell Insurance Agency to the Kiwanis Pancake Day. It's coming up March 9th. The 9th, the 10th, the 12th. We're set to go, and I think we have one more prize for today. We have the lunch sandwich and chips from Frosting's Bakery, and that is, of course, in the market plots. So let's take a look at our merchant ads. Remember, pay attention to one of these ads. We will ask the question about this ad. The blizzard of the month this month is Mint Oreo, and it also comes in a cake, if you didn't know. It is delicious Oreo cookie pieces crumbled and tumbled.
Mullins Body Shop, you've counted on them for over 50 years now for auto body repair and towing, and you can continue to count on them today. That is Mullins Body Shop.
And Barnett Tax Service, where they do tax returns, electronic filing, and bookkeeping services, serving Coleman for 41 years and no appointment necessary. If you have a problem with your W-2s or your 1099s, go check out Elna Barnett at Barnett Tax Service.
And Borden Family Pharmacy right there at 3190 Highway 157 at the intersection of Eva Road. And, of course, they provide a great variety of immunizations and also, of course, a great supply of prescription drugs.
And Renard's Gallery and Gift. If you're looking for jewelry, framing, or prints, or anything and everything in between, go check out Renard's Gallery and Gift on Firth Avenue Southeast. You can also check them out at the web.
Medical Arts Apothecary is a trusted part of your family for 50 years now. Family-owned business, personalized care, making a difference every day. That's Medical Arts Apothecary.
And fitness opportunities are available at the Wellness and Aquatic Center, where they also have day passes. But if you're looking for an indoor rubberized walking track so you don't have to get out in this rain, go check out the Coleman Wellness and Aquatic Center.
Here's Baldwin Counseling Center. We're going to visit with Dr. Howard Rodgers in just a few minutes. And, of course, help is just a phone call away. If you're having problems, you need to talk, you want some privacy, this is the man to call.
And AutoCheck, foreign and domestic repair and service. You can see David Methvin at his new location at 1945 County Road 1354, or just right beside Ridgemont Community Church. And that's a look at our Know Your Merchant ads. Our telephone number is 734-7399. Get ready to call in. Here is the question for today. Which issues do they help you with at Baldwin Counseling Center? On the ad, there's a lot of issues that they list that they can help you with. Just name us 1 or 2, whichever, and you get a big long list of prizes. See, we had the Pancake Day tickets. We have the 2 tickets to the bridal show, the 2 tickets to the Prima Trio concert coming up, lunch, the Banana sandwich
Right.
at Frostings, which is delicious, by the way. I had it 2 days ago.
Yeah, you really like that. You get that
It's
just
delicious.
at least once a week.
It is delicious.
Yeah.
And we have a caller ready to go. All right. Good morning. Who am I speaking with?
Ann.
Hey, Ann. What is some of the issues that, I can't talk today, that Baldwin Counseling Center helps you with?
Counseling and lost weight and so on.
Weight loss? Yeah. Is there one more you can think of?
Counseling.
Counseling?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. We'll take that.
We'll take that.
Thank you for calling in, Ann. Please hold on the line for us. All right, let's take a look at the rest of our merchant ads and pay attention to this segment. We'll ask a question tomorrow, and we're going to start with Doug Doggett Jewelers, where they have this Sorelli jewelry where spring blooms in the colors of Sorelli. New arrivals now arriving at Doug Doggett Jewelers on Compass Way.
And Deb's Bookstore. It's your hometown bookstore just down the road. Browsers are always welcome. She has gift certificates available for those hard-to-find guys that you want to get them a nice present. This would be a great present.
And Mr. Hicks Menswear, where if you're looking for your prom outfit, go visit them at Mr. Hicks, where you can get your formal wear from a trusted source. I'm going to learn how to speak at the end of the show.
Tires for Less is more than just tires. They feature Bridgestone and Firestone tires, but they can also change the oils, and they can do minor engine repair, shocks, brakes. Go see Greg and the guys at Tires for Less.
And Barnett Tax Service, if you're looking for someone to do your bookkeeping service, or if you have a W-2 and a 1099 that you need help with, go visit them at Barnett Tax Service, where you can have your check picked up at the office or mailed to your home. They're 1 block north of the post office.
And Uniform Place, featuring Landau, which is made better. It's a smart stretch, new fabric, new breathable, comfortable, and durable fabric that they're using right now. So go check this out at the Uniform Place.
And Earl's Body Shop reminds you to move over for emergent vehicles, and they, of course, do large and small towing available, and local and long distance. Earl's Body Shop is located on Highway 31 North in Coleman.
Cups Accounting and Tax Service, providing quality service at reasonable rates. Check with Cups before you pay too much. They can do personal, business, corporate, and farm accounts. They do a free e-file. Credit and debit cards are always accepted. They appreciate your business.
And Yates Chance Christian Bookstore, the heavenly gift that fits the season. Experience God's message this Easter at Yates Chance Christian Bookstore in the South Coleman Shopping Center.
And People's Tires Break-In Alignment Center, and their daily special today is the ladies get tire rotation at half price. They're located at 1107 Catherine Street, and of course they can do brakes and alignment and sell you some new tires. They also do oil changes and things like that.
And that is a look at our merchant ads for today. Remember to pay attention to those ads, because we will ask questions and have some great prizes for tomorrow as well. I believe we have a couple of birthdays to mention for today.
Well, looks like Ryan Borwick is going to have a birthday along with Betty Fairbanks and Dean Lindley, and their names will be put into the drawing on Friday, where they have the possibility of winning an 8x10 portrait from Baker and an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen.
And next, hopefully Howard can help me out with my speaking problem.
Okay, we'll ask Howard if he can do that.
We will speak to Howard right after these spot breaks.
In the nation, our agents are always there, helping make sure that when your life changes, your nationwide insurance coverage changes too. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation where protection is personal.
Nationwide is on your side.
Selling cookies is about the big picture. You have to have a goal. A big goal. Something you and your team want to do in the world. We choose where the money goes. A trip. An adventure. Helping people out. Helping a lot of people out.
And about the money,
We are responsible for it.
handling it, managing it,
Tracking it. Doing great things with it. This is business.
girl business.
The biggest girl-run business in the world. Did you think this was just about cookies?
Dr. Howard Rodgers is with us once again, and always talking about some great, some just different ideas about things that we need to know about. And you decided that we've made our New Year's resolution for January, and now it's March.
How are those working out for you? Especially when it comes to weight loss and weight management.
Oh, yeah. You know, everybody tells you in the gym they're all so busy and packed in January, and it starts to kind of by February, people are starting to, and by March or April, the gym's empty.
It is. Interesting study was done by the University of Alabama, Birmingham, my alma mater, published in the Harvard Journal of Medicine, and it put a lot of things to rest where it comes to weight loss and weight management.
Okay.
For example, small changes in your diet has always been one of those things. You don't make small changes in your diet and exercise program, and it'll make a substantial difference.
Right.
Really doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't?
Oh.
Really doesn't.
So you have to be drastic is what you're telling me.
And the other...
Want to lose weight?
Yeah.
You just got to cut out eating.
A couple of other points. One of the points was setting realistic goals is important. Doesn't seem to matter if you don't follow through with them, whether they're realistic or not.
Okay.
Slow, gradual weight loss is better than large, rapid weight loss. They haven't proven that to be a fact yet.
Oh.
So these are all just facts that we've been living off of that aren't true.
It's amazing, and if you wait until you're ready to lose weight, you will succeed.
You'll never do it.
Physical education classes help prevent childhood obesity. No.
Yeah, but I do want to pick a bone with that one, because when I was in school, physical PE was required every year. Everybody took PE, okay?
Absolutely.
Kids were not as heavy as they are now. They've taken PE out of school, and kids are not getting that physical activity.
That's true, but the problem is going to be when you were in school, you ate well, I'm betting. Mother fixed you food at home, and you ate well in the schools, and you didn't stop by Taco Bell for the fourth meal. And most kids, their after-school snack going by McDonald's or Burger King is enough calories to feed an adult for a day.
Well, you've got a point there, but I do think that taking PE out of the school was not a good idea.
No, I agree with you. It's not the thing to do. You need PE, but that's not going to prevent childhood obesity.
Okay.
If they burn 300 calories in the gym class and go tank up with 5,000, you know, it's going to cause a problem.
It kind of doesn't work then, does it?
No, it doesn't. The article came up with some things that really work.
Okay. This is what we want to hear then. Give us the
Things
good
really
news.
work. Weight loss surgery for the really obese people. Weight loss surgery. The downside is that you have to be very, very obese before doctors are going to do it. It's extremely expensive because after you have it, you have to take all the vitamins and the minerals and the supplements because you can't dump all that in your system. So that works, but the offset is it's expensive.
And I've seen people that have had that surgery and have gained the weight.
Yes.
That does happen.
Because they restrict the stomach by the surgery, and if you just gradually start feeding it, the stomach is elastic and it goes
It'll
back.
grow. Yeah.
Another thing that works is structured weight loss programs.
Okay.
Structured.
Okay. Like Weight Watchers?
Weight Watchers is one of the prime examples of those programs that works. It's very structured. If you work the program. A structured weight loss program will work if you work the program.
Right.
Regular meetings with your physician, dietitian, or lifestyle coach that will define what and how much you should eat, as well as adjunctive measures to help you understand why you eat.
Because a lot of the reason that people are obese is because they eat without realizing it. They've got depression. They've got some outlying problems. That's why they overeat.
Stop and think for a moment. When was the last time you went to a fellowship-type meeting somewhere that they didn't serve food?
Oh, that's rare, especially in the South.
Now, what do they serve? Cakes and pies and cookies and
or
fried food.
Fried food.
Or a big meal of some sort,
So the thing that they're saying, one of the points that they say that works better is if you meet with a physician, a dietitian, or a lifestyle coach on a regular basis and you come up with what should I eat, how much should I eat, when should I eat, and how much physical activity do I need.
Okay.
Now,
and no offense to this, because I know this is what you do, but don't people have enough common sense to figure this out for themselves?
well, I don't know. Let's try a little quiz.
Okay.
If you walk for 30 minutes, how many calories will you burn?
Probably a lot less than you think. Maybe, I don't know what kind of formula, but maybe 100 calories, maybe.
Just about. You will burn between 3 and 5 calories per minute.
Okay.
So 30 minutes, 90 to 150 calories.
Okay.
Now, if you ask someone on the street, they'll probably say 2,000 to 3,000 calories. You can burn off about 300 calories if you walk a mile at a pretty good clip. So if you walk 35 miles, you can burn off a pound.
Okay, but who's walking 35 miles?
Nobody.
Nobody. Not nowadays.
So you have to walk a mile
right.
to get rid of the calories that you eat at one of the fast food restaurants.
Yeah.
So
I've done this whole thing before where I thought, oh man, I've done so good. I burned 100 calories. Now I can eat an apple.
Yes.
It's about right.
Pretty much. Yep. Because an average apple will have somewhere around 100, 160 calories.
Yeah.
But the question was, doesn't the average person have enough common sense to figure this out? And
Probably
no,
not.
they really don't.
Yeah, they don't.
They really don't.
Now,
That's the sad part.
Now, someone has met with their physician and their dietitian, and they need a lifestyle coach. How do we get in contact with you?
256-737-3087.
Just any time of the day?
Preferably between 8 and 5. Preferably between 8 and 5, Monday through Friday.
Call at midnight.
If you have a revelation at midnight, get on the call.
Wake up.
Yeah, the epiphany at midnight.
Call Dr. Howard Rodgers.
Only if you're an established patient.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for being here today.
Good to be here.
Really enjoyed it. We will have a look at the community billboards right after these words.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Fire, accident, storm, they all happen in Coleman County. And for 3 generations, Night Free Insurance has been there for you. Continuing today with Elliott and Westcott Free, customizing your life, home, auto, and business insurance with auto owners. Call Westcott, Elliott, Judy, Tina, Angie, or Karen. Night Free Insurance, where people are the difference.
Now it's time for our community billboards, brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. The 57th Annual Kiwanis Club Pancake Day will take place on Saturday, March the 9th. That's from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. at Coleman High School Cafeteria. It supports 5 key clubs. You can drive through, or you can pick up or go in and eat and enjoy the crowd. Celebrate National Consumer Protection Week with the Better Business Bureau. Sign up now to receive important tips from the BBB's News Center. By doing this, you can avoid online scams, fraud, hoaxes, or other illegal activities. To sign up, go to the www.northalabama.bbb.org. And the Coleman MS Walk will take place on Saturday, March the 9th. That's at Heritage Park. Check-ins at 8 a.m. Walk begins at 10. Rain or shine, come out and support people living with MS in Alabama and fund research to find a cure for this chronic disease. And the Coleman County Republican Women present dinner with Lee Davis. This is a radio personality on 101.1, Friday, March the 8th at 6 p.m., located at The Point, which is in First Baptist Church. Tickets are $20 and available at Pam Willingham's Shop Around the Corner and must be purchased in advance. If you have a community billboard you want to share with us, you can send it to channel2coleman@gmail.com. You could fax it to 256-734-7680, or you can be a friend on Facebook. Channel 2, spell out the number 2, Coleman.
And a brief look at our weather brought to you by Mitch Chevrolet. Let's take a look at our forecast for today. It's going to be cloudy with a wind advisory in effect. 80% chance of showers and thunderstorms with a high near 59, almost 60 degrees. And tonight it'll be cloudy and windy the same. 70% chance of rain with a low near 30. And tomorrow, sunny, windy, 47 is the high. It was 60 for a minute. It dropped back down. Whatever.
It didn't last very long, did it?
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
Who's our guest for tomorrow?
Well, Mr. Larry Bradford is here, going to be here from Southern Solar Systems. Very interesting how you can possibly get solar energy in your home, what you have to do that, how much money you can save, that kind of stuff. So it's really going to be a very interesting program.
So if you've ever been interested in getting some solar panels, this is the great time to tune in and watch.
Right, because he's the man that you need to talk to.
Yep, sure is. We want to thank you again for watching us and catching up with us on Today on 2.
Hope you have a great day.